from 1980. He Knows You're Alone. The title that sounds like a tagline. Now, I absolutely hated this slasher. It's known as more of a secondary or third tier slasher in terms of popularity. But it was one of the first slashers that was directly inspired and put out almost as a cash grab to Halloween. So, this movie, it starts out with this movie within a movie scene in the opening where this girl gets stabbed at the theater while they're watching a horror movie. It's pretty awesome. Pretty creative scene for its time, I guess. Then the movie just goes into this, it just bounces around to these like young newlywed couples or about to be newlywed couples who are getting stalked by like basically an unseen figure. And there's really nothing going on the whole second act of the movie. Pretty much the whole movie, there's nothing going on. You don't know which character to follow, which is the lead. And then some Carol Kane look-alike emerges as the lead character halfway through. And she, you know, she's getting stalked, and they make the killer or the villain like pose like Michael Myers. You know, he'll be out behind the hedges, like staring into the window, like standing straight up, you know, the vintage Michael Myers pose. And she'll be like, "That man is spying on me. He's stalking me." And then her boyfriend's like, "Why would anyone want to follow you?" That's like the only good line throughout the whole thing. This is also known for being Tom Hanks' very first movie. And it's pretty crazy because the guy has gone through pretty much a bunch of different phases through his acting career. He was basically a comedic actor. He was about 24 at the time. They filmed this in Staten Island. Comedic actor pretty much throughout the 80s with like Turner and Hooch and movies like Big, and played a drunk on Family Ties as Alex P. Keaton's uncle. And then by the 90s, then he's known as like a serious actor, getting all those Oscar roles, and then the Forrest Gump role, and then in the 2000s he was playing Robert Langdon, the symbologist in the Da Vinci Code trilogy. So, anyway, he plays a pretty funny character. He has some of the best lines, and apparently they were going to kill him off, but then they decided not to because the producers and the filmmakers liked him so much, I guess. He has this great line where he's like, basically he was like a college psychology major, and he's like, the girl's telling him about the guy who's stalking her, and he's like, "Is he a big man?" And he's like, "No, answer the question. Is he a big man?" She's like, "Yeah, he's a big man." He's like, "Oh, then it's definitely sexual." It's just a great line. And then the only other thing to mention would be the head prop in the fish tank. And I have nothing to say about the ending. I don't even want to interpret it or anything or overanalyze it. It's just so stupid. Like, I just give this movie a D+ overall, and I'm never going to watch it again. Whether it's 2020, 2030, I really don't care. So anyway, this was JBM from Mr. Creepshow 9 with the 80s slasher He Knows You're Alone. I'm out.